Marriage is not a story, it is the story. After the wedding dress is dry cleaned and put away, married couples face the hard reality of combining two imperfect people into a lifelong relationship. When these imperfections collide, sometimes happy ever after, wished by many, feels like an unreachable fairy tale. But we must always see the beauty of marriage, which reminds us of how God uses marriage to shape our character and give us a picture of His faithful love for us. We face a cultural confusion that is deep-seated due to a failure to perceive and appreciate the beauty of marriage. Same-sex agitation, pornography, divorce, adultery, cohabitation, contraception, and many attempts to redefine marriage are culprits and consequences of this crisis. If couples truly know what marriage is, if they experience the true beauty of marriage, surely the choice of marriage to live it well and to defend it in the public will be more common. You cannot, as St. Thomas Aquinas reminds us, love, embrace, or defend what you do not know. Let us now look into the understanding of marriage. Marriage is a natural institution created by God, by which one man and one woman promise to be faithful to themselves and to be open to children. This institution was raised by Christ to a sacrament. As such, it confers what? Grace. Pope Paul VI emphasized in number 8 of Humanae Vitae that marriage is in reality the wise and provident institution of God the Creator. Marriage, of course, is not only an institution, but it is a relationship of love that must be worked on. It is built up or consummated through acts of self-gift for the sake of the beloved. Through mutual gift of self, spouses are submissive to one another out of reverence for Christ. Marriage is the intimate union and equal partnership of a man and a woman. It comes to us from the hand of God, who created male and female in His image, so that they might become one body and might be fertile and multiply. Though man and woman are equal as God's children, they are created with important differences that allow them to give themselves and to receive the other as a gift. Marriage is both a natural institution and a sacred union, because it is rooted in the divine contract and plan of creation. In every marriage, the spouses make a contract with each other. But in a sacramental marriage, that is a marriage between baptized Christians, the couple also enter into a covenant in which their love is sealed and strengthened by God's love. The mutual love of a married couple should always be open to new life. This openness is expressed powerfully in the sexual union of husband and wife. The married couple are partners in creation with God. The power to create a child is at the heart of what spouses share with each other in sexual intercourse. Mutual love includes the mutual gift of fertility. Couples who are not able to conceive can still express openness to life. They can still share their generative love with other children and families, and also they could also adopt. Sometimes individuals and couples can feel dissatisfied, unhappy, and unfulfilled in their marriages and be unsure as to what is exactly wrong. We must understand that for couples to build a lasting marriage, there are factors to be considered. For love alone is not enough. Commitment is needed. Every marriage desires commitment, because every marriage has to be watered, nurtured, and cared for it to survive. How committed are you in your marriage? It is a necessary tool for any marriage to survive its process. Trust. Do you trust one another? It's not all about I trust him, yet you are caught sneaking into his phone searching for messages, suspecting every move he makes or she makes. It is not enough. Trust involves total self-giving. You must trust in totality. It is the removal of total doubt from your relationship. Time. Do you have time for one another? Time is one precious tool in a marriage. Do you keep your business aside when it comes to marriage? Do you keep your friends aside when it comes to marriage? You must have time for one another. Attention is another tool that is necessary. Most of us live in the same house as husband and wife, yet we are distant from one another because of the devices, the electronic devices around us. We have no time for ourselves. We create no attention for ourselves. You are always on your device, phone, television. You must understand that attention is needed to keep your relationship going. Good communication. How do you communicate with one another? It is not all about talking. Good communication comes with listening. Sometimes we talk too much and we don't listen to the other partner. We feel we are all and we know all. We feel we are always correct. But you must know that the other partner needs to be listened to. Partnership is another tool necessary for the success of any marriage. Just like you have business partners, your partner should be your first business partner. Yes. Tell him or her every new idea you intend to impute into your business and ask for reasonable inputs. Tolerance. We must learn to tolerate one another if our marriage must survive. Patience. Patience is another tool needed for the success of marriage. Be patient when you are going through tough times. Be patient with him, be patient with her. Know that with patience, both of you can conquer. Openness. When it comes to openness, you have to tell one another how you feel. Describe even your sexual lives. Instead of concealing it, be open to one another. Say it out. It is in saying out that you gain solution to it. Rather than telling someone else, speak to your partner. honesty. Be sincere to one another. Respect each other. Share what you have with one another. Consider one another. Have the ability and willingness to compromise. Have a constructive management of disagreements and arguments in your marriages. Be willing to accept one another's viewpoint. Be also willing to forgive and apologize when you're wrong. You must know that every couple will experience at some point in their marriage times of pain and dissatisfaction. It is to be expected that imperfect people lead to imperfect couples. Perfection and impeccability are not what makes a happy and good marriage. No. A good marriage is one in which the couple are ready to continue to try and try again and again. They don't give up on themselves or on one another. The ability to start again is the most eloquent expression of faithful love. I must end by saying, almost nothing can benefit society the way marriage does. As a culture, we must firmly stand against attempts to redefine marriage, to make marriage something that it's not. We need to work together to rebuild a healthy marriage where our future respects and defends its natural foundation, the family. If this message was of any good to you, click the link below. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button to enable you receive subsequent videos I'll be uploading.